So this is the first time I've worked on this particular coin. This is a fine silver kind of recovery token. I've had a couple people reach out to me asking if I could make a coin ring out of like an AA chip, and they're usually made out of metal that doesn't make super great jewelry, but I was able to track this one down, and since it's fine silver, it should make a very nice ring. One issue with this particular coin is the way the design is. Usually I'll punch a 1/2-inch hole in my coin rings. How's it going, Splash? So this is a 1/2-inch punch, and if we use that, it's going to cut out some of the lettering on that. So we're going to have to go a little smaller. I think what I've decided to go with is this 3/8 of an inch punch. And that seems like it's going to cover the center design there quite well on both sides without really losing a lot of detail. Now that is going to make this ring quite a bit wider, and it's also going to limit the amount I can stretch it out, so how big I can make it. But we'll see how it goes. We're going to try and get to like a size 9. That's what I usually wear, so we'll see how it goes. The first step is going to be punching a hole in it. So for that, we're going to use our center punch guide here. Get a little bit of blue paper towel. That's going to help protect these details. So we punch it through here. And this tool is going to auto center it. So as we tighten this down, it's going to move it right to the middle with that cone shape there. Pretty cool tool. Clear all these other tools off here. So I don't have any orders right now. If you'd like to check out my website, it is coinringmaker.com. I make a lot of different types of coins into rings. This is a new one for me, so I'm just kind of playing around on this live, seeing how it goes. Not quite all the way through. There we go. There is our center punch. We'll go ahead and set that aside for now and check out our coin. It's pretty cool. It is like a really small hole to start working with, so I am a little worried I might split this one, but I got to give it a try. The next step is to clean up the inside edge that we just punched through. You can see right there it's pretty sharp, so I like to use a deburring tool. That's what this is, and we're just going to cut away at that sharp jagged edge and kind of smooth it out. Flip it over and do the other side. And we'll get my other one. How's it going? That should be pretty good. This is a pretty cool coin. I think it's really neat. This is the first time I've worked on it. And I'm trying to figure out which side I want to face out, because both designs are pretty cool. What do you guys think? Should we do the Serenity prayer facing out? Or the To Thyself Be True? I'll probably have to do it both ways in the future, but what do you guys think we should do first? Any opinions? See if we can do a poll. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So what we're going to do next here is anneal the coin. Gonna make this. Here we go. See if we can edit it. There we go. It won't let me do it. Oh well. Yeah, I was trying to set up a poll. It won't let me do it while I have a thing linked to my profile. But I'm trying to figure out which side to face out here. We've got To Thy Own Self Be True, Unity, Service, and Recovery. I think this is probably the better way to go because of the triangle. But there's also the Serenity prayer on the background, on the backside. I don't know. What do you guys think? We've got one who said, To Thyself Be True. I'm glad you like the ring still. That's awesome. Pyramid would be cool to see. See, it is going to, like, distort this triangle quite a bit. It's going to, like, curve this line. So it's not going to look like a triangle anymore. It's going to look kind of weird. But, yeah, I think that's the way I'm going to go with it. At least this first time here. See if we can get that in frame a little better. There we go. So yeah, we're going to heat this up, and that's going to soften this silver, make it less brittle. This is a process called annealing, and then we'll start folding and shaping it. And again, I'm going to have to be really careful with this one, because the hole I punched in it's so small. Not going to want to stretch very far. So this isn't on the website yet. This is kind of a trial run to see how it's going to go. So I haven't got a price for it yet because I'm not sure how difficult it's going to be. It should be on the website relatively soon, I would say in the next week or two. But this is like the first one I've ever made, so we're just doing a trial run here. You guys get to see some like live innovating. Because I already know this ring's going to be a little trickier than the average ring, and it's kind of a unique round itself. Like it was kind of difficult to track down So there's a bit of a premium on it. But you see how that triangle's starting to kind of warp and bend? It's pretty cool. There was our first fold. We'll go ahead and anneal it again just to be safe. And so far so good. It is fine silver, so it's pretty soft. But it's not giving me a whole lot of resistance, which is nice. But I do have to be really careful with the details. I am glad that they're pretty defined on it. Sometimes with fine silver rounds, the details are really light and they can get mashed pretty easily while I'm working on them. So I think these should hold up quite well. How do you know how long to heat the ring? Okay, so with fine silver, I always go a little under, but with like copper clad or 90% silver, I wait for the flame to actually change colors. This is like camping propane, and it'll turn kind of like a bright orange color like this, and that's when I stop. With fine silver, I try and do it a little before that because it can blister and start getting like defects on it. And I should have... I used to have a good example of like over-fried silver, but it basically like blisters up the surface, so it's not smooth. It's got kind of like divots on it. You want to stop before you do that. You can also use like dry erase markers. That's a really good indicator when you're first starting out, because the dry erase marker should burn off of the coin before you overheat it. I've been doing this for quite a while, so I can kind of eyeball it now, but that is what I used to do when I first started. And that works pretty good. So what I'm doing right now is I've got some 4-0 superfine steel wool, and I'm just sanding this inside cut edge here to try and get rid of any scratches. Make it nice and smooth, because if there's any scratches on it, as we start stretching it more, it can split. And I do have an example of that I can show you. So this is what happens when you split a coin ring, because the cut edge isn't smooth. So that's why we're doing that before we stretch it anymore. Now we're going to find ourselves a nice 17-degree die this will fit in. That one's going to be too small. Let's see if we can find one that'll fit better. That's right on the edge, but that's going to work. And we'll get... This is a 17-degree folding cone, so we've got a 17-degree die, 17-degree cone, and we're going to push the cone onto the coin, and that's going to kind of shape it like a cone. Go nice and gentle with it, because again, this is fine silver, so we don't want it to split. Looks like that edge is keeping nice and smooth, so I think we can go a little bit more. Creeping my channel for a while. It's my birthday, so I'll have to purchase a ring. Well, head on over to coinringmaker.com. You guys can use the coupon code WELCOME. That's just one word, WELCOME. That'll save you 10% off anything you get. And that coupon works forever, so you don't have to go shop today or right now. But just remember the code WELCOME at coinringmaker.com. That'll save you 10%. There we go. So this is folding out pretty nicely. It is kind of a funny shape. So it usually goes a bit more cone shaped. This is really kind of curved, which is interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and anneal it again. Yeah, go check out the website, guys. It's coinringmaker.com. It's linked on my profile. If you haven't yet, hit the follow button and tap the screen if you're enjoying the live. You know, that's how TikTok works, right? Yeah. So with fine silver, you can do about 10 to 15 seconds. You really don't want to overdo it for annealing. Just dry that off real quick. See if we can get a real close look at the really nicely pronounced text. And then, I mean, that triangle from before is really curving out, like I said. It's coming out really cool. The inside text, still looking pretty good. All right, let's keep folding it. Well, here, we've got the camera set up, so we'll go ahead and sand that cut edge a little bit more. You really want to pay attention to that cut edge. That's where most of the problems start with coin rings. It's not keeping that smooth. That looks really nice and smooth. Heck yeah. And I like to try and fit the ring in the smallest die that I have that it will fit in comfortably, just so there's less like distance between the top of the die and where I'm starting the push, so that it's less likely to kind of wiggle around and fold unevenly. But we got that closed all the way around the die now. That's looking pretty cool, man. I'm not gonna lie. That's looking pretty cool. Let's see. Currently sitting at just a hair over a size 6. Target size today is a size 9. So we're gonna have to start stretching it out. What's up? I'm curious if this will even fit on my ring stretcher over here. Oh, just barely. All right. Stretch it just a tad. And again, keep that cut edge nice and smooth. And then we'll throw some blue paper towel on our ring stretcher as well. Hopefully that will just slide. It's too thick. So I really like this Blue Shop paper towel, this automotive paper towel or whatever. It's really nice for protecting details on the inside of the ring when you stretch them. feel it work hardening a little bit. We've definitely stretched that out quite a bit. The text on the inside's looking really good still. It's a good sign. Let's see how much we stretched it. It was just about a size 6. Now we're looking at about a size 10 1/4. So from here we can actually make it smaller, which will be cool. But again, we're gonna anneal it because it was work hardening. Y'all go ahead and tap that follow button if you feel like checking out the handmade coin rings I make. Please visit coinringmaker.com and you can use the coupon code WELCOME to save 10%. This is a one-man small business. I make all my jewelry by hand, live here on TikTok, so I do appreciate you checking out the site and just watching me work. Thanks for stopping by. So usually I do ask if anybody has any questions, but today I am pretty focused on this one. This is the first time I've worked on this particular coin, so I'm trying to make sure I do it right. Thank you for the follows, guys. This is coming along really nicely. So now what we're going to need to do is kind of shrink this down. I almost want to stretch it a little bit more, just so we get a better shape. So I usually stretch my rings until this kind of gap right here between the stretcher is completely gone. So that's what I'm going to do. Just closing that gap there. That's going to give us more of a uniform shape on it. Then we're going to get some tape. This is called Blue Monster. It's a PTFE tape. How much for that ring? Because I want one of those. This is the first one I've ever made, so this is kind of a trial run. I don't have a price on it yet, but it should be on the website by the end of the month, once I work out all the kinks. I haven't done the math on it yet. I need to figure out what my labor cost is, so I got to make it first. But if you check back at coinringmaker.com, probably next month, start of next month, it should be on there. What size is the mercury ring? So I can't make them very big. I think the max size on them is a size 7. So it's like size 3 to size 7. There's not a huge range I can do on them just because they're so small. They're actually really difficult to make. They're one of the hardest rings that I work on because the metal band is so thin that if I use my full-on strength, I'll snap them. So I have to be super careful with them. But they do come out very nice. So what we're doing here is we've got a ring with kind of a cone shape to it. We're going to send it down this die. This is called a Swedish wrap. And it's got a really slight incline on it, so it's going to allow us to make the ring smaller without drastically changing the shape of it. Size 14, anything $half or up, as well as half-ounce round. So I should be able to make this one a size 14 because it's a half-ounce round. Today we're making it into a size 9, so it'll fit me. But yeah, keep your coin on you every day. Yeah, I think this is going to be a really cool addition to the store because people will be able to like wear their reminder. You know what I mean? Like you say you have your coin on you, but this will literally be on you. So I think it's a whole another level. I think it's pretty cool. I'm really glad I was able to find something that would work, because most of the tokens are like steel or aluminum or plastic, and that's just not something I can really work with. So one thing about the Swedish wrap is sometimes your rings will get stuck in there. So get a nice little wooden stick here. We'll line up with the edge of our coin and get our hammer. Just work it loose. You really don't want to have any kind of metal on metal contact, so that's why I use this wooden stick. Especially with fine silver, it can get dinged up pretty easily. So what I've done now is we had it go down this direction, and we shrunk it a bit. Now I'm going to flip it over and try and reduce this kind of cone shape it has to more of a straight wall shape, and get closer to our target size. So we're sizing and shaping at the same time. It's kind of cool how the details of the coin get left on the tape. I'll flip it back over the way we had it the first time, because when you push on one side, the other side kind of flails out. So just to make it even, we'll push it down on the other side again and get it stuck. Classic. Oh. I need to work out a way to sit while I do that, because leaning over is rough on my back. That was hardcore. Yeah. That looks really nice. Yeah. Yeah. I like it. That's cool. Just joined. How much is that coin worth? This is a 1/2 ounce of fine silver, but it's also kind of a rarer round. I think I got them for $35. These aren't on the website yet. This is the first one of these I've made. They should be on the site within the next month, if anyone's interested. We're just doing a trial run of it today to see how it shapes, because I had to punch a really small hole in it to start. So the band is quite a bit thicker than most of my coin rings, and I was a little worried the shape of it would be a little weird. You can see it's got a little curve kind of past the halfway point, but I don't think it looks terrible. It's something we can work out. Now if you look on the inside here, there is a lip right here, and you can see it looking at it from this side too, and that's a good maybe millimeter and a half, and it's pretty uncomfortable, and it also kind of messes up how to size the ring, because it's so much tighter there than it is the rest of the ring. So the next step is to remove that edge, so that's what we're going to do. Got these handy little ring grabbers here, and then we're going to get our deburring tool. We'll try and get in nice and close for you, and just slowly cut away at this. I've seen some people just hammer at this and go really quick, and that's a good way to scuff up the rest of the details on the inside of the ring. This is a step you really want to take nice and slow, and even then, like, sometimes the blade will just jump on you. So I think it's better to take your time. Yeah, deburring tools are freaking awesome. Like, if I had to sand this out or use some other method, I would lose my mind. Deburring tools are incredibly useful. I actually have another one over here that has a bit of a smaller blade that I have a bit more control over, but it works a lot slower. Meaning it just removes less material than the bigger one, but the bigger one likes to jump more often, so I'm more comfortable with this little one. I kind of switch back and forth. You can see we're working away at it, but it's still hanging out there. So we're just going to keep cutting away at that. And while we work on this, I do encourage y'all to visit the website linked on my profile. You can use the coupon code WELCOME to save 10%. I make a bunch of different types of coins into rings, and I'm almost certain you can find something you will like, so go check out the website. Support my small business. Get you something pretty. It's really sharp, that edge right now. That was a tough lip, man. It is hanging on. Let's see how our progress is going. Yeah, you can still see it pretty clearly on this side, but we've cut away quite a bit of metal on this side, so we're closing in on the edge of it. It's a little rough on the hands, I'm not gonna lie. A little rough. Getting shaky. Man, that thing is stubborn. They're still right on the edge of it. So I'm going to try and just chip away. Oh yeah. Oh, it's a ring. A little steel wool. Clean that up. Yeah, y'all check out coinringmaker.com. The link's in my profile. You can use the coupon code WELCOME to save 10% off anything you order. There's lots of cool stuff there. It's all handmade by me here in the United States. You're not getting any weird drop ship Chinese jewelry. You're getting handmade, authentic coins, sized to fit you. I think that's pretty cool, ain't it? What do y'all think? It's a really nice thick band. It's cool. See if we can clean it up a little bit. But yeah, it's got the serenity prayer on the inside. Pretty cool ring. I'm quite pleased with it. Now, the problem with most AA tokens is the metal they're made of is usually like steel or aluminum or plastic. So I've been on the search for a while to find one that's made out of a metal that would make really good jewelry. This particular round is fine silver, so it's all silver, baby. So it's really, really like low chance that you're going to have any kind of allergic reaction to it or anything like that. Yeah. But I think this is going to be a nice addition to the shop. Again, this is the first time I've made one of these, and I'm quite pleased with it. I got it nice and shiny. And I was wondering if the text on the inside was going to be uncomfortable, but you can't really tell it's there when you're wearing it. So that's a plus. It's actually really comfortable, and it's not too heavy because, again, it is all silver. It's made of a 1/2 ounce round, but you get a lot of really nice detail. I don't know, that's really cool, man. Yeah, these should be on the website by the start of next month if anyone's interested in getting one. I am a little limited. I think I only have 6 of them, so if you want one, you should be quick. And if those sell out, I might be able to get some more. We'll see. But thanks again for watching. If you haven't hit that follow button yet, go ahead and hit follow. I'm going to give myself a little break to catch my breath. But if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. And yeah, I'm just going to hang out for just a second and see if anybody has any questions. Came out really cool. But yeah, all 400 of you, hit the follow button immediately. I want to see my notifications down here in chat just fire up with follows. Everybody, all of you, hit the follow button. Do it right now. Get me to a million TikTok followers right now. Do it. Hit that follow button. Yeah, I can make a size 12. This one came out as 11.5, so this is actually really close to a size 12. It wouldn't take too much to resize this to a size 12 at all. I think the size range on these will probably be like 9 to 14, maybe 8 to 14. I'll have to tinker with it a little bit to see what the limits on it are, but I think it came out really nice. I like the text on the inside. I think that's really cool. But yeah, thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys next time. Have a great day. Peace.